Hi guys, this is Gentle Whispering, and I decided to make a lip smacking video. And while I'm lip smacking, I'm gonna be also telling you the story of how I got to the United States. Let me explain a little bit about lip smacking. Lip smacking is this. I really like that. I watched a lot of videos from Bob Ross and Miss Lita, and I think both of them are lip smacking all the time. I find it really relaxing. So in this video I'm going to be over-exaggerating by lip smacking. I hope you find it relaxing though. The lip smacking, I couldn't ever find any videos, like relaxation videos for lip smacking when I was just a listener, and at least on that period of time. I'm not sure if there's any right now, but I really enjoy it though. I was hoping you might like that too. It has been requested, so I'm sorry guys, I am working on all of your requests. I'm just trying to do enough research for some of them. Anyway, let me tell you the story of how I got to the United States. Since childhood, I was very good in English. I had a great pronunciation, and my teachers were very happy with me. I was the best student in English, I think, in my high school, whatever. When I grew up, I went to a linguistic university, and I was going to be an interpreter or a translator. I was doing pretty good there too, and the course was about 5 years, and I finished about 2.5 years, and they told us that we need to practice now. And we had two options: either to go to high school and be like an intern in English classes, or we could go to UK or United States and pay extra money for tickets and stuff. Obviously, I decided to go to United States because it was my dream come true. All my life I've been watching Friends, the series, and Simpsons, and I really loved it. I was trying to listen to English words in it a lot, like without the translation, and I really enjoyed the whole American theme and stuff. So when we arrived, it was me and my friends. We were 18 years old, and we had a contract with an employer in Ohio, Cleveland. The contract was that we were supposed to come to the United States, to New York, which we did, and they were supposed to meet us in JFK and pick us up and take us to Ohio. They were supposed to give us shelter, some kind of a living apartment or a room or something, and give us a job, maybe in a restaurant or something. We actually paid money for it, for the contract. Anyway, we were so sure that somebody's gonna meet us in the airport that we took only $500 with us. And when we arrived to JFK, we realized that nobody was meeting us. me and my friend were just left there alone. We called Russia to figure out what the hell we're supposed to do now. And they were so sorry. They were saying they were trying to reach the employer, but nobody was picking up. And it's a shame that we didn't write down the address or anything like that. Well, anyway, we were stuck in New York, and we really did not expect anything like that to ever happen to us. Because we were so excited, to come in here and just to see everything. But this kind of stuff happens, I guess. It happened for me for a reason. Turned out great for me, actually, in the end. Well, so, as you can imagine, me and my friend, we were 18, and we were in the airport, and a guy came by to us, because we were, literally, crying. Just sitting on our baggage and crying, because we didn't know what to do. And it's a shame, we took only $500. Anyway, he told us that he would help us for money. He said that it was his job to help lost students. I never knew there was a job like that, but whatever. He took us to a hotel. You can imagine how scared we were when he put us in his car. But, we didn't have any other option. He was Russian for some reason, which is just ridiculous. I don't know how that happened. He took us to the hotel, and he told us that he can help us if we pay him. We paid him $70 each, and we paid for a hotel about $100. So we were running out of our money. Anyway, he told us that he had two options for work for us. The first one would be to become strippers or something like that, and to stay in New York, and he would help us find a job like that. Or he told us that we can go to another state, which I live in right now, and he has a friend there who helps students to work in hotels as housekeepers. But we obviously took the second option. So he gave me the phone for that employer. He also was Russian. I talked to that gentleman. He said he will help us, he will meet us, and everything will be good. We were so grateful to that guy, even though we paid him $70 for nothing. Oh well, whatever. It was worth it at that time. So we went to the place where I live in right now. The state, it's about 3 hours drive from New York. He did meet us at the bus station. He took us to this apartment, to other students that were there. We had about eight students or 9 in one apartment, and it was one bedroom apartment. They had only mattresses there, and well, it was okay. It was an okay apartment. They had appliances there, so it was fine. He explained to us that he will charge us 50% from our paycheck from hotel housekeeping for the shelter and for the transportation, because they were taking us to the hotels. Anyway, I was working there for about a month. Me and my friend together, and one day we went to the ocean to have fun with our friends. Well, you have to understand that we were very pretty. We are we were 18 and we were young, fresh from the boat. And, the guys would stop looking at us, and it was really easy to hook up with anybody. Anyway, we met one Russian guy. He is a local. He's actually one of my best friends right now. He hooked up with my friend, and they were like a couple, and I was like a third person. Well, I like that. I didn't owe anything to anybody, so it was good for me. Anyway, we went to the ocean, and what do you think? I went for a swim when there were the highest waves, because it's extreme and I like that. So I pulled a muscle on my knee, because the wave kind of hit me so hard on the side that I don't know, some kind of strains pull. I'm not sure exactly. Something happened to my knee and I couldn't walk. And I couldn't work anymore too. And my employer said that I have to get out if I don't work. So that friend, he found a place where other students also were living, and it was in the city. I can tell you that I don't want to pronounce that word, but it was in a ghetto. You can imagine. I did move in there because I didn't have any other choice. I was living there with the other students, but I couldn't work. I couldn't even go to find work because I couldn't walk, basically. I didn't have any money, I didn't have any health insurance, so I had to just kind of stay home and, wait for it to heal. I cannot tell you how many times I was harassed. It was just incredible. I don't know, we had some people come to our windows and scream for us to come out, and they would sing songs and hang out right at the steps of our house. It was a townhouse. They would wait for us to come outside and then try to I don't know, touch us and, harass us. I was very scared that I would get raped or something. And there were drug dealers and stuff like that right on the corner. Well, anyway, I didn't have any other options. I was almost out of money too, and I was hurting. I was sleeping on the floor. They didn't have any mattresses. They didn't even have the freaking carpet. I was sleeping on hardwood floor. I didn't have enough money to buy me food, so I would buy a couple pieces of KFC chicken and spread it for 2, sometimes 3 days. Well, the other students were really helping me out too. And then one day, my friend and her boyfriend, they asked me to come with them to a birthday party. I was so excited. I totally went there, and that's where I met my husband. I was sitting across the table from him, and I was there for one purpose. and that was to eat. I sure ate the whole thing. I was eating like crazy. And that is so embarrassing, but I couldn't stop eating. I was I don't know. I was so happy that, I was actually thinking of taking some of the stuff with me. But I realized it's not nice, so. Anyway, my husband, he was looking at me like I was a weirdo. Because I didn't see anything around me but food. I know. I had like a mission to just, stuff my face with it, and, to keep my hunger away for a few days. Oh well, it's becoming a sad story. But anyway, he asked me for a date that very night, and he came to pick me up the next day, and he saw where I was living, and he said that I'm never coming back there, and he took my stuff, my baggage, even though we were not even dating. It was our very first date. He took my bags, and he said that I will be living with him now. He took me to his apartment. I was charmed, though. I didn't mind at all. as long as there was a bed, I was fine. So yeah, and I really liked him too. Don't get me wrong. It's like I had to go there. I was that type of a person who would I was too proud of myself, and had held high and stuff like that. Not proud of myself. How do you say it? Like, I was hard to get. He took me there, and we were living together for about a month, and we fell in love right away. We had a great connection from the very beginning, but there came a time when I had to go home, and I did. As soon as I came back to Russia, I realized what kind of a mistake I made by leaving, because I loved him, and he called me. He said that he couldn't live without me anymore, and that he made a mistake by letting me go. So he proposed to me over the phone, and he mailed me a ring. It was a beautiful ring. He asked for my hand. He asked my parents for my hand over the phone too. They didn't even see him once, and that's how I got here. And in about 6 months, I came to the United States as a fiancé, and that's it. And it's gonna be our 5th anniversary this year. We got married. Well, when I came as a fiancé, we were living for almost another year together, and then we got married. And yeah, it's our 5th anniversary. Can you imagine? Yeah, we should really start making some children. Anyway, I thank you guys for watching my videos, for liking them so much, and for listening to my whisper videos. I really appreciate your time and your feedbacks, whatever it is. I hope it wasn't too boring. I'm pretty sure most of you already fell asleep. I hope you did. And let me know about the lip smacking.